Hi, guys. I had something to eat. I feel better. Um, we checked my heart. It's panic attacks. So I don't. Who's ever in here, hi. Whoever you are, I hope you're having a good day. Looks like Mr. Ballin's upset. People are liking what I said about no balls Baldwin. Gets his wife to fight his battles. Hey, Mr. Baldwin, how about you come in my chat and let's have a talk? Man to man. Because you sent your wife. I'm Mary. Okay, I got ringing in my ears. Somebody's talking about me. I'm a lot less shakier, Mary. Thank you for talking to me. We have so much. This is scary. I wouldn't have had a good cry because your life and my life is so similar. If you only knew how much strength you're giving me. Only people who've had to leave others to save ourselves know. You had David in your path, and so did I. I honestly feel. Oh, yeah, if I didn't cry, I think I would die. I'd blow up. Because I would be filled with my tears. I think why I admire Steve so much is because I met a Steve in jail. He was a murderer. But that murderer is walking free. Because when I stood on the chair and we weren't allowed to touch the men. It was kind of like fraternization or whatever it was. But this big man, I said, just take my hands. And his big old hands just. His big old hands just covered my little hands, And I could see him. He looks so much like Steve. I think that's why when I see Steve, I see the power in that man. He's always walked away from powerful females that have tried to say, slow down, big guy. I don't think Steve understood how often I rode in the car with him. Many times it was just me and him in shadow. I try, like, after you said about taking you in some things, I went there, Mary, and I heard his voice and I threw up. I feel Steve's really, really scattered. And yeah, I'm way too close to him because he hates me. I've tried to call him and it'll let me go through and then he doesn't answer, and so I just hang up. I know I'm not important to him right now. But I know I got Sandra holding me, telling me, like, slow down. I hear her say even, slow down, baby girl. He's just stubborn. Steve doesn't hate. That's why I love him. He's just so scattered right now. He's got so many people who have left him. Like, no wonder he's upset. Like, a cousin passed away. All these other things. Like, my goodness. How when somebody has so much death around them, and regardless, he doesn't realize it. He attracts it because he's that warrior. My hubby just came in. He's trying to understand why am I attracted to the, it's not an attraction. Why am I trying to guide a young man that's so far away from me? He's got to stop looking for the boys. The boys are gone. Like, yeah, Mary already told him I met a really nice lady. He knows I'm doing a live right now. He came in and he knows I'm trying to talk to Steve. Because he's met so many other Steves that I tried to. Yeah, you're really far. Like, I'm trying to talk to him from Canada. You know what? I honestly feel Sandra chased him throughout his life. His mama was the lover, but Sandra was the one who shook up the world. Like, really? Look at, like, I went back and I watched the funeral, like, all those different shades of color. Like, her husband, when he held that Bible, he was holding her hand. I just got a shiver up. I just got a shiver up my spine, like Sandra going, yeah, I had to poke him lots. I had to pinch him. I know she grabbed him by the ear. I really do. Steve, I wish this lady would come in and watch some of my things and say, darling, I'm not a threat to your man. Because his lady's gonna make sure he gets to see his boy, you know. See, I don't go to funerals either. The last one I went to was one of my husband's best friends, you know. And it was so cool. I went in there and there was this big old boy. He used to come in my bakery, you know. And it was his nephew, like, you know, when I walked in there and all of a sudden his mom yells out, "Strudel, cinnamon buns." He looked at me and said, "Peanut butter bowl." It's like everybody I fed, it was like they would look at me and I was their favorite pastry, you know. Everybody wanted to eat me because I fed them good food, you know. I really wish I could have met Sandra, you know. But I think I have, you know. 2 weeks ago, that lady died. Well, I hope so. I'm a good cook. I've been professionally trained. We don't even go out like I was going to tell Nicole because they like chicken wings. I love making chicken wings. Yolanda at the Canadian, she had her special spice, eh? And it was weird how she would do it. She would have a plate, like it was really strange, okay, a plate. And then she would pour garlic. I'm not going to tell you the spices. I can see her tapping me. I feel her tapping going, "Don't you tell." I cook them from the raw stage. Here's the trick, okay? You know your pancake batter that you can get in a dry stage, okay? A lot of people coat it with flour. Like you take your wings, rinse them off, okay? Put them in a colander and rinse them off. What I use, it's a perfect thing, is you know those great big, 4-liter ice cream containers, okay? Take them in there, try to get a lot of the moisture off, but then put pancake batter on the bottom, or like the dry stuff, and then you put your wings in, toss them a little bit, and then sprinkle more pancake batter on there, and you toss them and you shake them until they're real coated. And you don't do this. You got to make sure your oil's ready, okay? And as soon as you're done shaking them, you drop them in the oil. And make sure when you're cooking them, don't overcook them. Make sure don't cook them until, you know your turkey color, the way you get your breast going, don't let them get that dark, okay? Take out one, twist your wing like this. And if you see any color, if your juice comes out colored, it's not cooked. It has to come out clear. So you put your wing bits back in until you see they're all kind of floating, like your drumsticky things. The fatty part will stay in the oil, okay? But take that one out and check it real quick, and you'll see they're clear. And then you take them right away, and you can put all your sauces. I'm not telling you Yolanda's spices because I feel her actually pinching me hard going, "You're not supposed to tell that. That was our secret." But you can even buy like a wing coating sauce, but you can put garlic, oregano. They would, There's this guy, okay? Remember hot wings? Like, hot wings. Oh, we would have this stuff. What was it called? Red hot sauce or whatever. This guy, Carmen Morelli, he come back and he goes, give me the guy's here. And I went, what guy? He goes, the guy that says the wings aren't hot enough. Let's just say I got a tip for burning this guy's face off. You should have seen him. I stood there and I was sitting there. You know when the cook has to come out of the kitchen and look at somebody who's eating stuff? Just how many times I was allowed to come out of the kitchen and confront guys. Because Carmen liked me because the hot wings, like one of my hot wings that guy ate, he drank 3 beers. Wow. Oh, and 2. Just imagine Tuesdays at the Canadian. Okay? Anybody who's been there Tuesday at the Canadian was wing night. Okay? I don't know how many thousands of wings we went through. Oh, but it was the coolest thing ever. It was like, you see all the kids partying from the college and stuff, and I'd burn their faces off or give honey garlic wings and all the... You know when you cook and you're feeling good and stuff? Yeah. Oh, you should have seen... Oh, Carmen would just... He'd come and go, Kimmy, make me some wings. So he'd go around and... He was this guy. Oh, Roscoe's here. I'll be right back. He would go around and feed wings to everybody. So he would get them fed. So he'd sell more beer and stuff like this. I made up a salsa salsa, homemade salsa. And then we started lavash. It's like, we had to make this in high school. It was called lavash. And it's like a really, really thin cracker. He started getting like nacho chips to like have a like little treat on the tables. But be right back. Roscoe can't, he's blind, but he knows there's a snowbank in front of him. And now he can't like knock on the window to say, I'm out here. Oh, see, hear Kramer going, he's here. You want to go get Roscoe a treat? Yeah. Okay, you can see him, but he can't see you. I'll be right back. Okay, let's go say hi. Okay, Mommy's got to grab a handful. Right? We got to go to the store. Hey, whoever makes bacon strips, start making them. Oh, you want to go see Roscoe? Sorry. No, you better not. I want Roscoe to think you're trying to eat his food. Oh, sorry about that. Kramer's upset because I didn't let him out at the same time before Roscoe got his treats, and I'm scared Roscoe beat up Kramer. Oh, my hubby, I needed something to eat, like, I need meat. I need red meat. Somebody's got to call Steve and see if they fed him any rare meat. He needs red meat. He needs to go and have, you know, those great big subs you can get with, and it's rare meat on it? No. See, Roscoe used to like my other dog, Kramer. Our karma. He was he was like my he was like my mental illness dog. Our karma was so cool. He could tell before I was going to have a mood swing, okay? He would come up and put his hand on my shoulder and his head. He'd look at me like, Mommy, we got to talk. So when Karma passed away, here, baby, come here, come here. Roscoe, who's blind and deaf, would keep searching for Karma. So a couple of times, he never liked Kramer because he was littler than him, okay? Oh, my dogs know all my secrets. Kramer is actually turned into a pit bull. Really. His daddy will come in, like my hubby will come and give me my pills every morning, eh? And because I'm up really early now and it's really, really strange. It's like my healer saying, get up, Kimmy. You need to see the sunrises again, you know. Mary, you know what I'd really like to do? I'd really like to talk to Shannon on the phone. Like I heard her, you know. She said the other day she tried to send me 4 emails and I don't get anything other than like when I do, you know, when you put up, well, you don't know, but you put up a live and it says you're doing it. I see you comment on things. I don't see anybody else. Like, I don't know anymore. Like, so. Would you be able to tell me, oh, it's raining? Oh, I love listening. You know you know how silly I was? I would sit in the rain. I would sit in the rain, let it fall on me. And the best part was in thunderstorm. Go out and sit in the chair and watch God's lightning show. Yeah, maybe it's God saying, time to go for a nap, Mary, and let me just cover you with some of my tears. You know, always said that walking in the rain, it was like God cleaning me. Like, I don't know how to say it. I gotta go. He's still out there looking in the window. My poor little blind dog. I gotta give him a couple of more treats and maybe Kramer can go and say hi. Okay, come on, little guy. Let's go say hi, Roscoe. He won't bite you because I don't think he has any treats. Come on, you can go pee this time. Yeah. So you gotta shut the drive-through. He's gotta go back home. He's gonna freeze. Oh, pretty wild when you gotta shut the drive-through window. Okay, word. Okay. Pretty wild when you gotta figure out a combination to tie your curtains up with a clamp so the dog next door realizes drive-through's closed. Mary, guess how many dogs I had coming to my door for treats? It's okay, nothing wrong with that, but it's cool. Oh, I know. Hey, guess how often I run out in the snow with my bare feet? That's why I know Summer was never a shoe kid, you know. That little girl was a twirler in bare feet. Oh, you know what was scariest the most? When I would come home from the Canadian with all the prime rib bones. Because all the dogs in the neighborhood knew what time I was coming home. I think, you know what I honestly think? When I backed my car in, I think they hid behind the house. Okay? Because as soon as I opened my car door, honest to God, Mary, one dog shoved his face in and kissed me. Almost had a freaking heart attack. And all of a sudden, it was like, just imagine in the dark, because like we didn't have those lights on that turn on the light, like, you know. And plus I was late, so most of the time hubby was in bed already, and the kids are in bed. So I'm trying to sneak in the house without waking up everybody, but everybody's in the neighborhood's dogs are going, she's home! And then I find out from all my neighbors that around the time I got home every night, they're going, she's home, we gotta go get her bone. And then all these people kind of found out that I worked at the Canadian because they kept finding prime rib bones that they didn't even eat prime rib. So I think, I don't even know how far some of these dogs came from, you know. I have Roscoe every day coming over here, blind and deaf, and when you gotta close your curtains at the bottom so you can, I wish I could show you. Thank you for being here for me, Mary. You know. Meetings have kept you alive, haven't they? This is like a little AA meeting, you know. How we survived to be where we are, you know. It's funny when I went to the meetings and stuff, but it was always the old men, you know, that would come and say, slow down. See, my Sandra, who is a redhead, who is my sponsor, she's now like kind of like good friends with my mom because Sandra knows everything that happened to me that even my mother doesn't know. Because I'm scared if I ever told my mother, she would die. She would have a heart attack and die. What little my daddy knew, when I did tell him stuff, he was really upset with my mom that she said to me, don't tell your dad. And when you tell a child, when you're little, don't tell your dad. What don't you tell your dad, you know? I don't know if I am lucky if I have my mom, you know. Maybe I am lucky, but my mom is one of these older women that how do you say it? Like she's racist. She says stuff about black people, this and that, and she'll say something about color, and I'll look. This is when I have to hang up because I'll tell her, Mom, your son-in-law is brown. He's Indian. He's from India. His culture is from India. And then I get upset and see, I can't talk to her because I know she doesn't mean to, but she pushes my buttons. So, like Sandra tells me, call, say hi. I'm 60. We're probably the same age, Mary. You're not that much older than me. You're too pretty. I tried to make your picture bigger so I could see what you look like, but you're pretty. I wish I could see what TK looks like. I bet you she's gorgeous, eh? Hey, you're 63. See, we're in our 60s. Do you have very many girlfriends? Bet you no way. I bet you have more male friends than girlfriends, right? Is she? I bet you. Well, if she half looks half like you do. Oh, Mary, is there a way that somehow TK? Could I get? How many kids she got? Because I know she embarrasses one. That is so cute. I love her because she said the same thing that when she drives them. Not really, mostly. Yeah, see, I'm solitary, you know. Like our house is at oh, she has one gladiator. Oh, I bet she's a cutie pie, eh? Is he chunky? Just offhand, does he have chubby cheeks? I betcha. Cause I bet he has chubby cheeks and just tell TK to go and grab him by his cheeks and just kiss him on both cheeks and say it's from Kimmy Monster. He'll look at her and go, oh, Mommy, you know a monster? How old is he? Is he little? He's little, eh? I bet she's about maybe striving to school. About 8 years old. Yeah, he's a good boy. Well, he's got Sandra's blood and your blood in there. Of course he's a good boy. I bet she's a cutie pie. I betcha he is handsome. Mama better get a baseball bat, start beating up those girls. She needs to get some kind of, what's that spray stuff? And see how many girls are touching that little young man's body. Is he in sports? Bet he's a basketball player or something like that. We aren't cute. What? We aren't kin to Sandra. You aren't kin to Sandra? I don't know what that means. You aren't kin of Sandra? Is that what it means? We aren't kin to Sandra. I bet you got to get him into baseball, you know? Baseball is the Best sport ever. Oh, base. I love playing baseball. I was third base. I loved it when the guys, like men, and you know how men will hit the ball and it goes shoo, like this? Just imagine how many guys I caught out. There was one police officer. I caught him out every time. And then there was this young, the Goche boys. Like these guys, natural athletes, like, no. Oh, you're no relationships. Oh, okay. She was a really cool lady, the way. Well, your baby girl is basketball. Oh, see, I couldn't play basketball. They had me on guard when we played basketball. I hated it because even soccer too, running from this end and that end and this end and that end. And I wasn't allowed to go sit down for a minute. And you know when you had to jump up in the air to like get the ball over here? Guess how many times I slapped the other player? So basketball wasn't a good idea for me. Yeah, isn't she pretty? I want to see pictures of Sandra and Steve's mom when they were young, like, you know. Oh, I bet you they were beautiful. Well, they're beautiful now. I love it. I loved it when Steve's mom told him the pastry wasn't hot enough. Yes, it is. No, it's not. She's tapping that pastry because she's going, Stevie, it's got to be really, really hot when you touch the pastry. Mommy should be able to touch that pastry and go, oh! Oh, I see. Yeah, see, I met Steve probably around the same time because I loved riding. Like, see, when, like me, because I'm so scared to go places because people pop in and out of me, like, or their souls. It's like they pop in and it's like somebody passed, wherever I go, somebody's passed, you know. I can't, to go in a hospital? Now we have our big hospital where I got to go see my psychiatrist. You should see me going in there. Like Steve needs to bless his feet. I bless my feet and I cover me with white light and say, okay, this nut bar is going into the nut bar place and please don't let anybody enter my body. I got enough things going on right now. But it's scary, like, you know what I hate most is no balls balling and them talking about the day they killed that giant, you know. Oh, I know. I loved it when you could tell Steve, come on, take us in and go shopping. Can you buy me a chocolate bar? But even Steve, when he took his phone and he never looked down at you like Benny Keys. That's icky stuff. Like, you know, that guy's icky. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh, but he's a rapist. I'm not sorry, but that's all I gotta say. He's icky. He reminds me of Israel Keys that had so many secrets that if they wouldn't have had that female cop talking to him, she shut him down because after she talked to him, he went and committed suicide. Israel Keys, it's look up this guy. Holy shit. He would go around. His name is Israel Keys. He went around. He was a hunter. He had pails of kill kits buried, and he's probably got them kill kits still buried all over there. Because when he killed himself, they don't even know who, what, where, when, and why. He would go to a campground and kill who was ever there. Like, look this guy up. If that female cop had, and the same with Chris Watts. That, whatever that chick's name was, she was playing with crystal magic. Why were stones underneath? It's not the Watts, or what is it? What case? Where he killed his kids and his wife. Like, he didn't do that alone. Like, you know. I'm trying to think of his name, but it's not coming out. But he married somebody like his mom who would do everything for him. What was his name? Frig, I can't even. Yes. When he killed Shanann, he killed his mother. Because his mother was exactly like Shanann. Yes. He killed his mother because his father was addicted to cocaine. So why did his father use cocaine? Like, you know. And I love that female cop who did the lie detector thing, but whew, that chick, she had crystals. See, where the house was, and this is what I fully believe about that house and that area where they built all those houses, you know, that's sacred ground. I don't think there's supposed to be anything built on that place. See, weren't they in Colorado? See, there's so many places in Colorado that you're not allowed to build on. And like, look at that place that just, like recently, the whole community burnt to the freaking ground. And people took them hours to get out of there. Like, with the volcanoes, the tsunamis, and could you see me in China? You know, like, I swear to God, if I went to China, I'd start a tsunami. Like, you know, and after all the tsunamis, remember, people would come to their doors and they would be all wet. And they would be asked, could I have a towel? But it's these people's souls going to somebody of good nature saying, just, can you tell me to go home? You're dead, but you don't know it. And just, like, let them rest at peace. See, I never finished the story about when my son was born. We had, like, you know, remember the old walkie-talkie thing where you had the kitty monitors? Okay. I would hear Drew cry, but then I would hear this other kid cry, you know? So I had, at the time, I was around a very, well, I was around Proud Woman. She had taught me how to bless my house. I had to, all my mirrors, all your mirrors in your house, those are portals for people to come in and out, spirits, okay? I had to take all my mirrors and ritually cleanse every one of my mirrors. And I said a prayer. My little man who's here, you can stay here if you like. You can play with Drew if you like. But it's time to go to the light. Time to go to the light and be at peace. After I did that little cleansing of my house, from that point on, of the baby monitors, I never heard nothing. So when you hear clicks on my pages, listen to the clicks where I talk about Benny Keys. His sister is communicating with me. I know her. I think her name starts with a J or something. It's something really, really pretty because she wore patchouli oil like I do. Benny Keys doesn't like the fact that I am, or his sisters has become connected with me. And Mama Keys doesn't like it either because every time she sits beside him, it mutes out. So it's Benny's sister muting out Mama Keys for all the times she muted her out. So I know people think I'm crazy and stuff. But look, like Mary, look how much we are alike, you know? See, he said it in one of his videos. He was coming, he came back from the funeral. Oh, let's just say I reported that one, but I really think I got to get some kind of red meat in me because I need some kind of. I feel like Proud Woman is like her bear needs to eat. Just like Steve. He's growling left and right and everybody that he loved all of a sudden were poof gone. But they're not gone. They are blood of his blood. Mary, I had a dream. Oh yeah. Those are your taps and pokes. Like Mr. Ballin is scared of all that stuff. Those are your loved ones going, hey, I gotcha. There's so many people have kept me alive. I don't go around a lot of people because I sense things, like I sense things about you. I would love to see what Kai looks like and her son and her hubby. You guys live in places that my daughter lived in, Pennsylvania, North Carolina. Bobby lived in this place called Harleysville. There is this man that had a farm. He would let Bobby was learning how to do photography. And She would go and take pictures of all the animals and stuff. You know what you need to get, Mary? Get yourself, it's called a rose. Get yourself a rose crystal, okay? It's the pretty pink one. It's like a pretty stone. All of us females, see, I don't wear a bra often, so I let the girls free. So, but in your bra, sew in a rose crystal, and it's got to be over your heart. This is powerful. It's a girl's crystal. And even get yourself a crystal that you can carry in your pocket. Because I know you're a fidgeter, okay? You do this a lot, right? Do you crochet or knit or do something like that? Because I feel like whatever you're doing, you have poked yourself a lot of times where you made yourself bleed, okay? Right? Whatever you're trying to learn, you bleeded yourself. You did a ritual bleeding that you never knew, right? I feel lots of needles picking into you. You tried to do needlepoint and it wasn't a good idea. But I know you're trying to learn how to do sewing machine stuff, and maybe, Mary, you get out your sewing machines and I'll get out mine and we'll sew together. If I freeze it. Okay. Yeah, because that's me too. Is that when you pop in and out? It's like you're here, then you're gone, then you're here, then you're gone, then you're here. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what we're doing then. Because you're popping in, you're popping out. Hey, let's go hit Mr. Ball in sight and say, stop sending your ladies to fight my friend. Can just imagine how many Navy SEALs I've got upset. I think it's about 5. Oh, there's 2 people in here. Mr. Ballin, are you here? So, oh, I wish we could get TK to show a picture of her babies. I bet she's a cutie pie. 10 years old. Yeah, he's coming into his maleness. Kinda likes girls, but he doesn't. I bet you there's 2 girls that really like him, okay? I bet you there's 2 girls that he likes. One's really pretty, but she's not really that like. He doesn't like her. But the other one, she's not as pretty. But he's got a crush on. Talk to TK. He's got a girlfriend. And he ain't admitting it. And it's not the purdy one, it's the other one. It's the one who likes sports. Because she probably beats him in the sports. That's why he likes her. She's probably picked him up a couple of times off the floor. My power just blinked. Mary! God has sent us a lightning bolt. Hey, you're raining there, right? Maybe we both should get offline before I electrocute you. Hey? It's the power of the kimmy. No, but I said something wrong. I sent power to No Thanks. I sent fire to No Thanks and Benny Keys. Both of them are going to get burnt real soon. Okay. Because they're going down. That's the first time I let out my fire. He had 2 last year. Who had 2 last year? He had 2 girlfriends. Yep. I bet the one he really liked was the one in sports. Don't go for pretty girls. They, you're only pretty to, like, facially you're pretty, but you got to be pretty inside and out. Like, I was really, I was really pretty too. I wasn't skinny. I had all the right curves in the right places. Now, you know what? Mary, I waved. Oh, you're back now. Oh, did you go and leave? Oh, okay, your power's back. Jeez, don't get electrocuted. You stay out of the rain. If you got something rubber on, put something on your feet so you don't get electrocuted. But really, Mary, I betcha he likes the girl who's probably better in sports than him. And I betcha that's his future wife. I betcha. Call Kai. Or no, call K. TK. Or even send her this copy and paste or whatever you can do with this one and say, your daddy and I gotta sit down and talk. Because Kimmy's found your future wife. Don't go for the pretty girl. Go for the girl who can beat you up in sports. Because that's who your mate is, If a guy can let a girl beat... if a man will let a female beat her in pool, that's a man. Guess how many times I beat my husband in pool? We had to stop going. Just imagine me every time I hit a ball in. I had never been YouTube until watch. I know. Me too. See, I didn't have a computer. I watched Steve on the TV, okay? When I got up, see what I asked for, what was it, 5 years ago? Something like that. I asked for a TV, okay? For Christmas. And I asked for one that had, I think you left again. I'll wait till you come back. I had one that was like YouTubed in it, so I could do the YouTube thing. That's where I found Steve. Driving around in the car. She's gone. I'll wait till you get back here. Are you here? Say hi. I'm talking to myself, but it's okay. It's okay. I took my medication. I'm all right. Everybody's gonna love me soon. Steve hates me, right? Steve loves me. He just don't know it, right? Right, TK? I'm gonna send him messages. I'm gonna whisper in ears, going, I lovers you, Stevie. I'm gonna call him Stevie from now on. Stevie. Yay! Wow. He really does remind me of one of the guys in the Northern Treatment Center, He is powerful. That's why all the guys wish they were him. That's why I think YouTube's getting shook up right now. They're weeding out the liars, the spinners, the people who've made money off of missing kids. That's yucky. Okay, baby, I think we both, with this power going on and off, I think it's something, we're on an hour now, but I really feel it's our higher power saying get off right now, okay? Okay? Love you, darling. We need to cut right now. There's where you are, your power's going in and out, and I'm scared. Okay, baby? We'll talk to you later. Call your girl and say, oh, Kimmy wants to see a picture of you, of your family. If she could email it me, it'd be really cool. Maybe that email would come through, you know. But I think I gotta go eat something. Maybe it'll stay in this time. Thank you for settling my tummy. Oh, so you're in the country like me. Hey, God tells me when I have power or not. I want to get a generator, you know? Yeah. Oh, I bet you. You're a country girl like me. You don't like to be trapped in with a bunch of people because a bunch of people are mean. You go outside and you walk. You sit under trees, and I think you sit under a tree and read, right? Yep. You're a reader because I'm not a reader. I have dyslexia and all the words jumble around. Okay, darling, you go. I think we both, maybe you go eat something too. You haven't eaten anything, right? Say yes. You haven't eaten anything, right? You need to go eat something right now. Okay? I don't think you had anything to eat. And I think this is why we're doing this power thing. I'm going to go get something to eat. And you go eat something too. And call Steve. Somebody call Steve. He needs red meat. And tell him I love him. Okay? Bye, darling. Signing off from Snowball Central. Loves you from Canada. Bye, Mary. Bye, everybody. Be nice. Hey, even if you have to, pinch somebody in the bum and say, oh, did that hurt? Bye. Lovers you. Goodbye, Mr. Ukrainian President. I'd really like to talk to you, Mostess. I know Daddy's tapped you going, oh, ain't she cute? And she even has chubby cheeks like a Ukrainian. Lovers you from Canada. Go, 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 go. Bye.